How you doing, man?
I have to warn you, Ed, in Latvia, we actually answer to this question. In England and United States, if you ask, how are you? It's usually like, hello. But in Latvia, we do answer. So do you really want to know?
Absolutely, yeah. Give me.
I'm hyped, man. I'm very hyped. I just bought a new motorcycle and I got a call that I can pick it up. So I'm like, oh my God.
Amazing. What brand is it? A Triumph or a Harley?
It's a Ducati Scrambler.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Cool. And of course, I'm also hyped because we get a chance to talk to you, Ed Sheeran.
But the motorcycle's the big news here, though.
I'm not gonna lie, it comes first. It does. But we are thrilled and happy that we have this chance to talk to you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm happy to be back doing interviews and working, and life seems good.
Would it be fair to say welcome back? Because it's been a while, right?
Yeah, it's been a long time. I mean, I haven't really felt like a professional musician until this week, really, because I've been creating music, but it's kind of my hobby is music. So I've always been writing music from a kid. So it's not really until like you put an interview in front of me when I'm like, oh, no, this is actually my job. Cool. All right. Yeah, I'm a professional, and this is, so yeah, it would be correct to say welcome back.
But today, 25th of June, the new single Bad Habits is released, and congratulations on this.
Thank you, man. I'm excited to be just releasing new music. It's been so long since I've put anything out. I mean, but it's solo single. I think the last thing was when Divide came out in March 2017. I mean, I put out the collaborations project, but that was more of a side thing that I was just putting out, whereas this is like fully sitting down, doing interviews, shooting like 3-day music videos, and really kind of putting my all into it.
When you released it on Instagram, like I'm going to tell you a quick story. I was on the couch with my wife and just scrolling through Instagram, and suddenly I froze, and she's like, what happened? What did you see? And I'm like, Ed Sheeran. And she's like, and I'm like, he's different now. And it was the vampire little short video with you being as a vampire.
Yeah, no, it's I like it, man. I look different. I wanted the video to be like, I've been ginger my whole life. I was like, let's just dye my hair blonde, spike it up, put on eyeliner, glitter. I'll wear a pink suit, like all the opposite of what I would usually do. Because like you said, it catches you by surprise, and you go, oh my God, it looks a bit different. So yeah, that was my idea.
But does he feel a bit different as well?
I think since becoming a father, I feel a lot different. Like there's my temptations of like the night out aren't as big. When my friends go on like wild all night benders that turn into whole weekend benders, I'm like, I don't miss it as much.
I do know. I have a year and 8 months old daughter.
Yeah. Oh, mate. Yeah, daughter, of course. Like, and all your priorities shift, and it's just, if someone goes, let's have a beer, you go, okay. But if someone goes, hey, do you want to come out to the nightclub and we'll just fucking have it? You're like, I'm all right.
Yeah. And to everything that you have in your car's trunk, you just add the baseball bat just in case. The Bad Habits, the song, please tell us the story about the song.
It's basically, I feel like bad habits are all like a domino effect. Like you don't just have one. You have one that leads to another one that leads to another. And it usually starts with one beer. You have one beer, leads to 2, leads to 5. You have a shot of tequila. You're then smoking. You're then ordering like a dirty burger. And then next thing you know, you've got your shirt off and you're dancing on a table and it's like 4 a.m. And so, yeah, the song is basically just bad habit leads to this, to this, to this, to this, to this, to this. And then the tagline is my bad habits lead to you. And you could be a person, an object, a drink, a substance, it could be anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, are you a 9 p.m. bedtime guy?
I have to be.
Precisely.
I host a morning show. So
yeah.
And when she was born, I was like, all right, I better get used to feeling bad in the mornings.
Of course.
Never going to change.
Man, so when she was born, was she like waking up at like 2 and then you were having to get up at like 4 kind of thing?
It's like when you play your music on shuffle. That was her schedule. It's like every day something else. So me and my wife, we were like, just let's not try to get used to anything. Let's be surprised.
Man, I've just been doing like promo in America. I did Los Angeles and New York. So we went from England, Los Angeles, and then New York in the space of like a week. And her schedule was like so off that it'd be like 2 o'clock in the morning and she'd be like fully just up, shaking maraca, just like, yeah, I'm up for breakfast now. And you'd just be like, I need to go to sleep.
Well, probably in some way, this will influence you in the next singles, in the next music you will create. It has to. It's now part of your life, right? Of
course, man. I think the album's like, it's gone a lot deeper than I ever had. I don't know if you found it having a child, but I basically like, I always thought when I was 21, I'd like come of age and I was an adult and I'm like grown up and blah, blah, blah. But it really like in the hospital, in the moment that you're like, bang, baby, you're like, okay, now I'm an adult. Now I have responsibilities. Now life truly begins, you know? So writing an album from that perspective, not just, you know, the album's not like, I'm a dad, but like just everything that goes along with it. You know, my relationship with my parents is now really solidified and got even stronger. And, you know, watching my brother with my daughter, and it's just like all of life sort of like shifts a little bit and you just become an adult.
Yeah, it changes everything. This is a song title, but it's a different song. Bad Habits. Could you tell us a bit more about the process in the studio? Because I understand that you are trying to broaden your musical perspective and to change a bit yourself as well.
Yeah. So what my process of making albums, and it's always worked, is I make the album that I want to make and all the songs that I want to do, this love song and this acoustic song and this piano ballad, and I'll do this and this and this. And then I'll hand it in and then I'll go away. I'll just not write for a bit. And then I'll go in for like 2 weeks to a month and just try random ideas. And it works with Multiply. I came out with Sing and Don't. And with Divide, I came with Shape of You. And like, these are songs that don't necessarily sonically fit my sound, but they're just interesting. And they're kind of, you know, my fans will hear them and be like, oh, what's he done? And my idea with this time was like, let me try and find something that I haven't done sonically before. And I've never done a bass heavy dance tune. And this felt like a good time to do it, you know, a good time to do it. So we rented a house. It was like a big country house nearby called Glenham Hall. And while we were finishing the album, it's like, it had lots of rooms, like no central heating. It's just all fires that you kind of keep lit. It's like proper old school England. And we had one room where I was doing vocals for the album, one room where it was post-production. So we were just like tweaking bits, and then another room that was just the ideas room. And we just go in the ideas room for like 2 hours a day and just be like, how about this? How about this? How about this? How about this? And then one day, Fred, the producer, just started doing the bass on the keyboard. And I was like, oh, we should do a dance tune. So he put a 4 to the floor behind the bass. And then I just wrote the chorus, and then it just went from there.
It's great to hear that you're always so open to surprises. And there is one surprise I have to now offer you in a way. It's time to return a favor. I don't know if you remember, but in Latvia, in your concert.
Yes.
You came out in Latvian football jersey, man.
Yeah.
And that was something that totally lifted our spirits. And now it's time for me to do that.
Oh,
and thank you so much for your time, man. And good luck with all the rest of your things in your life. And say hi to your daughter.
Thank you. And you too, man. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. And thanks for getting the England shirt. Nice one, man.
Bad Habits, Ed Sheeran. Thank you.
Have a great rest of your day, man.